Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. This is Sports Buzz. I'm Mark Lynn. Namaskar. Coming up in the next hour. Dates out for India's cricket tour of Australia starting in November. The fourth test will be Boxing Day test at the MCG. Virat Kohli joins an illustrious list of just 3 batters to score 150s in T20 cricket. RCB beat Punjab in a nail-biter. India to take on Afghanistan in the World Cup qualifier in Guwahati. The game is going to be Indian captain Sunil Chhetri's 150th appearance for the national side. AIFF to felicitate him. Now, Cricket Australia on Tuesday, they've confirmed the 2024-2025 Border Gavaskar Trophy between India and the host Australia. It's going to start on November 22nd in Perth, and the 5-match test series is going to then move to Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne and Sydney. The second test is going to be a day-night affair, and it's scheduled from December 6 in Adelaide. The last test, the last time in fact that India played a pink ball test was in fact under lights in Adelaide, and if we recall, India were pulverized and managed to get themselves all out for just 36 runs, eventually losing that game. This time though, they have they have a 9-day gap to prepare for that pink ball test, so things are going to be slightly different. However, the Gabba, if you recall, in Brisbane is widely recognized as Australia's fortress, and that was breached by the visiting Indian side the last time round, and that's the venue for the third test. The fourth and the fifth tests will be the traditional Boxing Day and the New Year's test, and they are going to be at the MCG and the SCG iconic grounds. Now let's get you all the updates from the IPL. Virat Kohli shepherded the Royal Challengers Bengaluru to a 4-wicket win over Punjab Kings in Bengaluru on Monday night. And though it was finisher Dinesh Karthik who actually played a pivotal role in a contest that could have gone either way. Chasing 177, Kohli was dropped on naught, and then the Indian legend scored 77 to set up RCB for this win. Dinesh Karthik and the impact player Mahipal Lomror, they provided that finishing touch at the death to take RCB over the line with 4 balls to spare. Punjab bowlers Harshal Patel and Sam Curran and also Arshdeep Singh, they wilted under pressure, and the RCB managed to keep Punjab's scoring under control through the power play. The pacer Yash Dayal was impressive with length and movement as well, both ways. Shikhar Dhawan top scored for Punjab with 45. The other batters made valuable contributions, with Punjab managing a pass score of about 176 for 6 wickets at the Chinnaswamy. Now, Virat Kohli scored his 100th 50-plus score in T20 cricket during this RCB win over Punjab Kings in Bengaluru, and Kohli 77, as we talked about. It was his 51st 50 in IPL. Kohli had scored 8 centuries and 92 50s in T20s, but of these, 1 century and 37 50s had come from international matches. So Chris Gayle leads the list with 110 50-plus totals in this format, closely followed by David Warner in second place with 109 scores to his name. Kohli is in the 3rd position. So these are 100 scores of over 50. These also include centuries. Now, Chennai Super Kings are all set to take on Gujarat Titans in their next battle of the IPL on Tuesday in Chennai. Both teams have already played 1 match each this season, and they won their respective games. So CSK had beaten Royal Challengers Bangalore by 6 wickets, while GT got the better of Mumbai Indians by 6 runs. Chennai Super Kings are currently ranked second on the points table, while Gujarat Titans are at fourth position on the points table. Now, both teams last played each other in the final of the Indian Premier League of 2023. Chennai Super Kings were crowned champions after they defeated Gujarat Titans by 5 wickets. But in the 5 matches played between these two teams, Gujarat Titans have a better record. They have won 3 games while losing 2. The BCCI has announced the schedule for the remaining fixtures of the Indian Premier League on Monday. Now, the board had earlier released the schedule only for the first 21 games due to the upcoming general elections in India. The competition is set to resume with the defending champions Chennai Super Kings taking on Kolkata Knight Riders in Chennai on the 8th of April. The board also announced the venue for the playoffs, and the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai is going to host the Qualifier 2 on May 24 and the final, the big one, on May 26. Qualifier 1 and Eliminator will be played at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad on May 21 and 22. The Indian senior men's football team will look to grab full points as they take on Afghanistan in the FIFA World Cup 2026 and AFC Asian Cup 2027 preliminary joint qualification round 2 on Tuesday in Guwahati. The game will be Indian captain Sunil Chhetri's 150th outing for the national side. In their previous meetings just 4 days ago, the Blue Tigers were held to a goalless draw by Afghanistan on Saudi Arabian soil. They moved up to the second place in the 4-team Group A as Qatar beat Kuwait 3-0 on the same day. But on home soil, India have netted 16 goals in the last 12 matches. The double Asian champions Qatar lead the table with 9 points, followed by India with 4, Kuwait with 3 and Afghanistan with 1. The top 2 teams in the group will qualify for round 3 of the World Cup qualifiers and also qualify for the 2027 AFC Asian Cup as well. Wales will lock horns with Poland today in their Euro 2024 playoff in Cardiff, with the winner sealing the spot in this year's European Championship in Germany. Wales, who beat Finland 4-1 in their Path A semi-final, will look to qualify for their 3rd successive Euros. Poland haven't missed out on a European Championship in 20 years and have one of the most prolific strikers in their squad, the Barcelona forward Robert Lewandowski. Now, Poland are in decent form since Michael Probias has taken over from Fernando Santos in September. Unbeaten, in fact, in 5 games, including last week's 5-1 victory over Estonia in their Euro 2024 playoff semi-final. Probias said that Poland would need to be dominant right from the start in order to eliminate their opponent's strengths.
No rzeczywiście analizowaliśmy zespół Walii I
we have analyzed the Wales team and we are prepared well for the game. We know it's a team that is based on good running and they have got a good counter-attack. They use their left and right wingers a lot, but we need to eliminate their strength. We also need to appropriately use our style and focus on that. So I am hoping that right from the start, it will be important to dominate the game, to manage it physically, but also adapt quickly to the game. So if we manage to play the game on our terms and we manage to maintain our physical and mental strength, then I am confident that we will be able to win the game.
A great achievement for us to qualify, and in the manner in which we've done. Whenever you go through a campaign, you're always going to get bumps in the road, especially in the transition in which we're in, and we had one in the summer. And what pleases me is the reaction that we had since then, to unbeaten in 7, to play in the manner in which we've done, concede the goals that we have, score the goals that we've done. Really, really pleases me. So I'd be an extremely proud man to get the job done, but full focus on getting that win first.
Greece's coach Gus Poyet has said that his team needs to be very good when playing against Georgia in the 2024 playoff final. The match is defining for both the teams, as the winner will clinch one of the 3 spots in the European Championship in Germany later this year. Georgia have never qualified for a major tournament, and Greece haven't qualified for a major since the 2014 World Cup. Now, they won the Euros in 2004, way back in time. For Poyet, this is the last game before his contract expires on the weekend, so it's a must-win game for his future as the Greece manager.
Be very good in every aspect. Very, very important on the ball because they are very, very dangerous on the break, and then very well organized when we need to defend. So it's you have to play a proper game, fully. You know. Then obviously the difference won't be the one they take those half chances. If you take the chances, easier, but even the half chances, if you score, you know, games are goals.
All the feedbacks that I got from the players, it wasn't so much stress, it was more, they were excited to play and to control this emotion. It's something we know now. It's something because we know each other. I know now the players since 3 years for most of them, and so we know how to work on that. Dreaming about winning, it doesn't help anybody. But if you do everything every day to win, then you have more chance than dreaming. Because dreaming, everybody can dream. My children can dream. Our parents can dream, but they can't play football.
Well, the Brazilian forward Vincent Jr. Fought back tears as he spoke about the racist abuse that he faces as a player. Brazil will play against Spain in a friendly at the Bernabeu today, with the match being held as part of an anti-racism campaign in support of Real Madrid forward. Last week, Vincent's club side, Real Madrid, had filed a complaint against the referee who handled their game at Osasuna for not including alleged racist insults aimed at Vincent Jr. in his match report. Vincius had urged European soccer's governing body, UEFA, to take action against alleged racist chants directed at him by soccer fans.
I think it's very sad what everything I have been going through here, every game, every match, every day, every complaint I make, it has been increasing and it is very sad. But I also believe that not just me, but all the black people, not just in Spain, but all over the world, suffer verbal racism on a daily basis. And it is a minority compared to everything black people suffer in the world.
South Korea's foreign ministry on Monday said that the South Korean soccer player Son Jun-ho, who's detained in China since May 2023, has recently been released and has returned home. The ministry requested a swift and fair process, but did not further comment on matters related to personal privacy. When he was detained in China last May, China's foreign ministry said that Son was suspected of accepting bribes. The Brazilian soccer player Dani Alves was released from a Barcelona prison as well on Monday, March 25, after posting bail of $1.09 million, or about 1 million euros, over his conviction for the rape of a woman in a nightclub's restroom in 2022. Last Wednesday, a local court ruled that Alves could be conditionally freed on bail while he appeals his rape conviction. He has served about a quarter of his 4.5-year prison sentence. Flanked by his lawyer, Alves left Brians 2 prison, northwest of Barcelona, wearing a grey jacket over a white turtleneck, while an unrelated demonstration seemed to have been taking place. He did not address reporters at the entrance of the prison before climbing into a white vehicle. Alves is one of the most successful soccer players in history. The case has attracted significant attention, not only due to the Brazilian's profile, but because of gender-based violence. It has become an increasingly dominant topic in Spain's public discourse. Alves' attorneys surrendered both his Brazilian and Spanish passports to comply with the conditions of his release. He cannot leave Spain and must appear before the court every Friday or whenever he's summoned. Now, still to come here on DD India Sports Buzz. Carlos Alcaraz beats Gael Monfils in the Miami Open. And France to deploy anti-drone units during the Summer Olympics.
Voice of a rising aspirational world. Stories of challenges, struggles and accomplishment. A world battling conflict, hunger and poverty. Embracing growth, development, science and technology. A voice of progress, a voice of unity. Watch Voice of the Global South with me, Akshay Dongre, only on DD India.
India that invents. India that innovates. India that excites. India that invites. Land of possibility. Teeming with opportunities. Watch India Ideas each Thursday 8 p.m. only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz. I'm Mark Lynn. Now, the top seed Carlos Alcaraz dominated Gael Monfils. He won 6-2, 6-4. And the fourth seed Alexander Zverev also escaped a tight first set en route to a 7-6, 6-3 win over Christopher Eubanks. They both reached the last 16 at the Miami Open. Alcaraz is on a quest to capture the Sunshine Double after his triumph at Indian Wells, and the 20-year-old was never really threatened in the matchup of the two of the most interesting players and entertaining players in the sport. The Spaniard appeared to be cruising to the finish when he served for the match, leading 5-2, but Monfils rifled a forehand winner to break and extend the match. The comeback would prove short-lived because Alcaraz deployed a textbook serve and volley for his first match point to seal the win with a game to love, in fact. Now, Alcaraz, who won the tournament in 2022, will be playing Italy's Lorenzo Musetti next. And Caroline Garcia pulled off a gritty 6-3, 1-6, 6-2 upset win over the third seed Coco Gauff to book her place in the Miami Open quarterfinals. The Frenchwoman Garcia serve was clicking early, and she never faced a break point in the opening set before Gauff raised her level of the game to even the match at 1 set apiece. In the pivotal first game of the deciding set, that's when Garcia took a 2-0 lead, and she did not relinquish it against her 20-year-old American opponent. She faces the American Danielle Collins now in the next round, who had beaten Sorana Cristia 6-3, 6-2 in the quarters. Now, the fourth seed Elena Rebecca powered past Madison Keys 6-3, 7-5. Rebekina, in fact, will next meet the well-rested Maria Sakkari after the Greek 8th seed got a walkover in the quarterfinals, into the quarterfinals. We're talking about the road to the quarterfinals, and Rybakina is 2-1 up in the head-to-head meetings with Sakkari. And Andy Murray will be sidelined for an extended period after suffering a severe ankle injury during his exit from the Miami Open. The 36-year-old Briton made his last ever appearance at the Miami Open on Sunday, losing 5-7, 7-5, 6-7, 6, in fact, in the third round to the Czech Thomas Mashak. And he posted on Instagram after that, towards the end of the match in Miami, I suffered a full rupture of my ankle. Plagued with injury, Andy Murray. The 56th National Koco Championship is all set to commence in the national capital on Wednesday. In fact, it's going to start from Wednesday, and with a record-breaking participation of 73 teams. This comprises 1,332 players, 1,332 players, coaches and managers from 37 states and union territories and units across the nation. This event, in fact, promises to be a celebration of skill, athleticism and sportsmanship organized by the Koco Association of Delhi under the aegis of the Koco Federation of India. This prestigious tournament or championship is scheduled to go on for 4 days, March 27 to April 1. The opening ceremony will take place at the KD Jadhav Indoor Hall at the Indira Gandhi Sports Complex in the capital on Wednesday.
खेलो इंडिया खेलों के तहत 1300-1200 रुपये करोड़ के बजट से बढ़ाकर 3400 करोड़ बजट जो किया गया प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, उसको फेडरेशन के जो चेयरमैन मिस्टर सुधांशु मित्तल उन्होंने पकड़ा है और पकड़ने के बाद खो खो को इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर ले जाने के लिए वो लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं इस चार्ट से लेकर। और दिल्ली के अंदर आज 36-37 स्टेटों के बच्चे यहाँ पर खेलने आ रहे हैं। 56 जो खो खो चैंपियनशिप ऑर्गेनाइज यहाँ पर दिल्ली में की जा रही है, पहली बार की जा रही है। उसका जो विज़न भी रखा है सुधांशु मित्तल जी ने, फेडरेशन के और दिल्ली के एसोसिएशन के लोगों ने, वो एक प्रकार से इंटरनेशनल पैमानों पर रखा है। कल उसका प्रारंभ 27 तारीख को हो रहा है 4 बजे।
जो बच्चे आएंगे अदर स्टेट से, 37 स्टेट से बच्चे आ रहे हैं, इनटू 2 गर्ल्स बॉयज़ बोथ टीम है। उनके रहने की व्यवस्था, उनके खाने की व्यवस्था, जो मैचेज होंगे, जो ग्राउंड है उनकी व्यवस्था, उनको वहाँ पर कोई किसी तरह की दिक्कत ना हो, उसकी व्यवस्था के लिए हमने पूरा ध्यान रखा है और ये कोशिश की है कि हाँ, इसमें हम कोई भी कोताही या कमी ना छोड़ें। ये हमने पूरा प्रयास किया है हमारी इस पूरी कमेटी ने।
काफ़ी टाइम से खो खेल रहा हूँ और दिल्ली में पहली बार सीनियर नेशनल होने जा रहा है, तो उसके लिए काफ़ी एक्साइटेड है क्योंकि अब तक अदर स्टेट में जाके खेला है और अपना प्रदर्शन दिया है। तो इस बार अपने घर में खेलने का मौका मिल रहा है, तो काफ़ी बड़ी बात है हमारे लिए। और खो खो से हमें अपनी पहचान मिली है जो कि हम लोगों को नहीं मिल पाती, तो खो खो हमारे लिए हमारा जीवन ही है और अब तक जो भी हम अचीव कर पाए खो खो वैसे कर पाए हैं। तो काफ़ी एक्साइटमेंट है, सबसे अच्छा करेंगे, बेस्ट देंगे और अच्छा खेल के दिखाएंगे।
Well, DD India also spoke to the General Secretary of the Koco Federation of India, MS Tyagi, about the national championship, the future of Koco, government support towards the upliftment of sports. Let's listen.
The 56th National Kho-Kho Championship is set to begin on Wednesday. More than 1,100 participants are set to participate from 73 teams. Right now with me is MS Tyagi, the General Secretary of Kho-Kho Federation of India. Sir, what role does this platform play for all those budding athletes who come from different parts of the country?
Really, I'm proud of Delhi Kho-Kho Association that they give a good platform to develop the motor qualities of the youth. Maybe flexibility, agility, strength, speed, endurance, neuromuscular coordinations. This is a platform. They provide the good matches. Thus, Delhi is hosting in a great manner. Maybe the FOB, lodging, boarding, receiving, and other facility they will provide to the players and the participants.
Sir, there are many athletes who come from villages and different hooks and nooks and corners of the country. Kho-Kho is a sport which is also good for fitness and there's no equipments as required. So how big this platform is?
Fitness point can be developed if the mass participation should take a part. And if we have the equipments, costly equipments, so that poor people or the rural backgrounds people is hesitate to participate. But in Kho-Kho, or I can say this, all this indigenous sports, 99% is played without equipments. So that is a good platform to develop or promote the rural background peoples and the poor peoples.
So what role does the government is playing and what kind of support does the Modi government is giving to you? Because with the launch of Khelo India initiative, slowly the sports is getting at the right place in the country.
Really that we, actually I was played Kho-Kho, then I was the coach, afterwards I am the administration, I am in the general secretary. So I am salute to Modi sir, PM, Indian governments. He is really take a lot of interest to develop the indigenous sports as well as the Indian cultures. And due to his efforts, now we are reaching in the international arena in the 37 countries. So it is a proud for us. So without the government support, it is very difficult to develop this or any game or any activities. So really, we are very, very thankful to the government of India to take initiative to develop our culture, activities at the sports. So really, we are salute to Modi ji.
Sir, there are many athletes who will go into the draft for the third season of Ultimate Koco, and with the Ultimate season, Koco second season getting more popularity, how big is this platform for all those athletes who will be eyeing to play on this league?
Sir, that popularity means that's media. So we are really thankful to the media people to adopt this game. And really, I'm proud to say that in the first and the second season, we have achieved a lot of big goal. But I hope in the third season, definitely we are beating almost all the games and in popularity. So in this championship, on the merit basis, we are select the players to participate in the future league. So that our franchise also coming during that time, and they are experts, so they will select or they will choose the players.
One of the most ancient sports of India, Koco, is widely getting popular, and with the government rooting for traditional sports, the sports of Koco has a bright future. With cameraman Rahul, this is Abhishek Prasad for DD India.
In fact, Koco was a demonstration sport in the Olympics as well, but way back in time in 1936. But ahead of the upcoming Summer Olympics 2024, France plans to leave no stone unturned as it has deployed anti-drone units for maintenance of public safety during the Olympic Games. The military base of the Villa Choblet it's just outside Paris. It's going to be the home of an anti-drone coordination center where police and various other officials, including army officers, will work in hand to contain the threat posed by drones. Well, that's all we have in this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. Let's know your thoughts on the news of the day. Connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Mark Lynn. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks very much for watching DD India Sports Buzz. Namaskar.